Well, welcome to the final episode of Faith in the Fire. And today we're closing our 7-day journey by bringing everything together in living a balanced and spiritual life. We've seen how hardship awakens the soul, how comfort can silence it, and how both valleys and peaks shape us. But the true goal isn't to swing back and forth depending on our circumstances. It's to build faith that stays steady, whether in storm or sunshine. Balance isn't about equal amounts of comfort and hardship. It's about consistency of faith in both. And many people lean on God in valleys, but forget Him in the peaks. Others only acknowledge Him in success. And a balanced, faithful honours God regardless of the season. Ecclesiastes 7:14 says, "When times are good, be happy, but when times are bad, consider this: God has made the one as well as the other." Both ease and hardship come under God's sovereignty, and both can shape us. And Paul's resilience, singing hymns in prison and giving thanks in abundance, and communities that endured war and disaster, yet emerged with deeper compassion, carrying those lessons into the times of peace. And let's not forget the lessons of the valley when standing on the mountain top. Deuteronomy 8:2 says this, it says, "Remember how the Lord your God led you in the way of the wilderness these 40 years, to humble and test you, in order to know what was in your heart." See, God calls us to remember both wilderness and blessings. So we walk forward in humility. So just by remembering, let's write down lessons from crisis so that they're not forgotten in ease. And gratitude. Thank God for both provision and perseverance. And in service, share blessings during abundance. Extend compassion during hardship. See the perspective. Valleys teach dependence, peaks teach stewardship, and together they form a wholeness. James 1:2-4 says, "Consider it pure joy because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete." Mature faith equals balanced faith. Today, create your own spiritual anchor statement. A simple one or two sentences, a reminder that grounds you in both the easy and the difficult times. An example could be something like this: "No matter the season, I will trust God's goodness and live with gratitude." Or it could be, "In valleys, I will lean on His strength. In peaks, I will give Him praise." Write it down and place it somewhere where you see it daily. Your journal, uh, phone, or a mirror. Let it remind you that balance comes from faith and not from circumstances. Over these 7 days, we've journeyed through hardship, comfort, valleys, peaks, blind spots, and resilience. And here's the takeaway: God is faithful in every season. Living a balanced spiritual life means remembering Him in both the joy and sorrow, and in both abundance and lack. I just want to thank you for joining me on this series of Faith in the Fire. And may your faith be steady, your practices be resilient, and your anchor firm in every season of life. Stay faithful and keep the fire burning.